The audio amplifier allows us to hear the sound produced by the theremin. It is therefore a substantial module of the instrument. Well, of course, which one is not? To simplify the design and occupy less space on the perf board, I decided to use an integrated circuit, the TDA2003, which is already a complete power audio amplifier. You can see here its datasheet, comprehensive of the internal schematic diagram and its electrical characteristics. You can easily find this datasheet for free on the internet. Hi there! I am Carlo Carrano, and this is Electronics Engineering Made Easy. To simplify the design of the audio amplifier, I used a classic IC that contains the whole circuitry to build an amplifier up to 10 watt, the TDA2003. The only thing that is needed externally is a small number of components to correctly power the IC, to define the details of the negative feedback, to filter out unwanted frequencies, and to decouple the input and the output of the amplifier from the DC, the direct current, so that the impedance of the input and output modules do not affect the polarization of the IC. Note that the IC representation is very similar to the one of an op-amp. However, note that this device does not really work as such. Although there are two inputs marked plus and minus, those are not differential inputs, as you can see from the schematics of the IC. You see the pin 1 corresponds to the base of the transistor Q4 and pin 2 corresponds to the emitter of the same transistor. Talking about the negative feedback, you can see that it is defined by the resistors R1 and R2, which establish the amplification of the whole device, and by the capacitors C2 and C5, which determine the bandwidth used by the amplifier on the lower side of the spectrum. The bandwidth limit on the upper side of the spectrum is provided by a filter composed by the resistor R4 and the capacitor C7. All in all, the amplifier provides an almost linear response to all frequencies between 50 and 15,000 Hz, which defines the audio range capability of the theremin, using a max peak power of 5 watts. You will see that 5 watts are plenty for such instrument given the kind of tones it emits, and in any case it will always be possible to connect the theremin to an external, more powerful amplifier. Continuing the description of the schematics, capacitor C1 decouples the input and capacitor C6 decouples the output from DC. And finally, capacitors C3 and C4 provide some sort of filtering on the power supply. In particular, C3 helps the amplifier where there is a sudden need of current for a spike in the sound, while C4 is supposed to cut off the high frequencies that can easily insinuate to and from the power supply. The components of the Theremin audio amplifier find their place in the same perf board where we already mounted the pitch reference oscillator and the power supply. It is positioned in the center of the perf board, close to the front panel of the Theremin. The choice for their position is dictated by the necessities imposed by the other RF modules that have to be added to the perf board. In fact, certain RF modules have to be close to each other so they can be connected together without using long wires. This will become more clear once we start adding such modules to the Theremin. At this point, we only need to make sure that the amplifier works as expected within the designated parameters. Therefore, to test the amplifier, we will use the function generator to verify that the amplifier is able to provide an audio signal through the speaker in the range we require. I hope you enjoyed this video. Next time we talk about Theremin, we will work on the preamplifier module, which provides volume and brilliance adjustments to the sounds of the Theremin. In future videos, we will finally complete the RF modules, starting from the pitch variable oscillator. Since we already have the audio amplifier, we will be able to hear the sound of the theremin for the first time, although we won't be able yet to adjust the dynamics of it. That will only happen once we build the remaining pieces of the theremin. If you enjoyed this video, please click on the like button and also consider subscribing to the channel. See you soon for the next video, and in the meantime, happy experiments!